Hello there, Gia.
Hello, Keisha. I did the countdown. We don't know if you hear that or not.
Uh, I don't think they do, but you
Ah,
did a nice
thanks.
job.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyway, happy
Mhm.
Thursday. We're back in the swing of things here.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Yep.
we got to talk about the WSB. We got to talk about
Oh,
people without
yeah.
their pants on.
Right. I know. I
Uh,
guess we did have a lot of little scenarios,
Pickleball.
didn't
We got to
we?
talk a little bit about pickleball.
Pickleball. Yeah, that's the first time I've appreciated somebody mentioning pickleball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was
I
sort
thought
of
that was
ironically.
funny.
Yeah.
It was funny. Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was a
They
little
were
bit of a
being
put down.
wise asses.
They were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Lulu.
Yeah. But they weren't
Get
wrong.
your pickleball on. No, they
Yeah.
weren't wrong. No.
Anyway, but you
So
probably need to back us up all the way to Tuesday
I,
if you
I
have
can
anything.
back us up and
Okay.
if you want to move forward at a rapid pace,
Yeah,
that's
let's do it like
fine.
speed dating, you know.
Okay. Okay. Sonny and Anna, go.
Oh, well, at first I was pleased because I thought Anna's going to open up to him and
Yeah.
he's a
Yeah.
good one to go to for that, you know. He can relate
Yep. He can
with not
relate. I think
trusting
he
your
would be a
mind.
vault, with her
Yep,
secret.
yep.
Mhm.
He's sensitive to those topics. But then it took a
Mhm.
turn where she's going to buy some secluded land from him and take Britt out there and kill her. And
And
so,
murder her. Yeah, it's just
yeah,
gonna be her little murder camp.
yeah. So I was like one step forward and 8,000 steps
Mhm.
back, and then
Mhm.
Peter appeared right after, right?
Yeah, Peter appeared as soon as she left the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my take on
Mhm.
that. So I
Yeah.
thought we were making progress with Anna, but we are not.
I know. I know. I don't know what it's gonna take. And maybe like she did sort of act like she would think about the whole idea of therapy. Maybe she would open up to someone who she didn't know, who didn't she didn't think would judge her. Maybe.
I thought she reacted, she seemed shocked when he mentioned therapy. It's like, why would you be shocked if you've
Initially,
been in a mental health
right,
facility for months and
right,
months? Like
right.
acting like
Yeah,
somebody was saying something outlandish, when Sonny
yeah.
suggested it's like, lady,
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Yeah, I guess that really isn't something people say, to each other.
I'll say it to you now.
I wondered how long that would take. You came in right on time.
Kidding. But I just thought if it were out of the blue, it would be maybe a little bit,
Yeah. Offensive maybe, or
yeah,
you
a
would
little,
take offense anyway, even
yeah.
if it wasn't
But
meant that way,
everybody in town knows that she just was
Yeah.
released from a mental health
Yeah.
institute, and
Mhm.
so that seemed,
It's well documented.
yeah,
Yes.
it seemed sort of
Mhm.
appropriate. But anyway,
Mhm. Yeah, and I also thought Sonny did a really nice job of being sort of like frank but delicate about the
yeah,
whole
he was
subject,
very empathetic. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So it never did really feel like he was, trying to judge her or anything,
No,
just
no,
trying to help her.
yeah, I mean, the way he admitted that it's how horrible it is
Mhm.
to not
Yeah.
trust your own mind, um,
Yeah. Yeah.
would think that would have
Mhm.
put her at ease, but not enough apparently.
Mhm.
So,
Not enough. Not yeah, I guess it's going to take a little while for that all to sink in.
yeah,
But, Peter, sort of uh
he's persistent.
counters.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is persistent. Yeah, he's not going to let any of those like sort of healing thoughts,
yeah.
grow in her mind. Okay, then we had Gio and Trina.
Were they at that little cafe, that little alternate cafe spot we had
Yeah,
about that? And
waiting for
oh, right,
Simon
waiting for
to
Simon.
show
Okay,
up
yeah.
and yeah.
And we're back to Trina just being, all absorbed with her
Mhm.
parents' issues and not
Mhm.
being able to
Mhm.
concentrate. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Which, of
yeah,
course it makes sense that she's distracted now that Curtis has got this sentence,
yeah. It's too bad
going to
she couldn't
prison.
talk to somebody that she believed was her father for so long about everything. You know?
Yeah, yeah, right. I know.
Um,
Yeah, that's
and
a
yeah.
shame. Mhm.
And then we had Simon show up. Well, first,
Yeah.
Emma joined them.
Mhm.
And I thought
Quinn.
that was nice, at least that we were like, okay, cool. At least they're including their respective
Mhm. Mhm.
partners in this, so that's like, okay,
Mhm.
let this Simon guy know what's that where they
Mhm.
stand with things. Simon's a real creep.
He's a super creep. I was gonna say it feels like
It's
we have
super
like an
creepy.
I think it's super freak, but
Oh,
yeah, uh, we have a new generation of creeps, and I
yeah,
don't care for it. We've
yeah.
got
All these
him,
young men that are just,
yeah,
yeah,
Hudson,
yeah,
who's just a, yeah, I just don't like him one bit. They all seem like they came out of some sort of, I don't know,
pod.
like maybe some like gay porn studio shut down, and they got a package deal on all these guys or something. I don't know. Do you think that's is that have you seen that theory on Facebook or anything?
No,
No?
is that
No.
trending right now?
And I don't know if that Ethan guy will come back. They didn't
Well,
they didn't
word on the
close
street is
that
that
door that
no,
he's
they didn't
gone.
close it completely, but word on the street was that that was his out, But yeah, they didn't kill him
Mhm.
off or anything. So,
Mhm.
um,
Yeah, I
anyway,
just don't. And
yeah,
I mean, I guess like from what Ethan had told us back in the day about this guy, he was dangerous, right? He was a really bad
right,
guy.
right. He was,
So,
obsessive
yeah.
and dangerous
Yeah.
and scary, and
Mhm.
implied that he was abusive. We don't know if it was physically
Right.
abusive or just
Right.
mentally abusive, but yeah,
Yeah. So when he sits there and like is like mooning over little Phoebe, it's a
yeah,
little
it's very,
hard to,
yeah, yeah. But
yeah, all very ugh.
Simon is
Simon,
equally,
ugh.
and so,
Yeah.
and I think they're doing that to throw him in the mix of who's stalking Trina,
Right.
you know.
Right. Yeah.
Um oh, and did we already have the scene with what's the friend of Kai's that's also creepy?
Quinn. Yeah, he
Quinn.
came in with Emma
Oh,
from the
right.
animal shelter.
But
Yeah.
don't you think we have to assume they're being so heavy-handed with that we're supposed to maybe think
Mhm.
he's a stalker, but of course he's not because he so obviously seems like the stalker, right?
Yeah, I can't I yeah, that's possible. That is possibly the strategy, but sometimes they're just heavy-handed because they're heavy-handed. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, that's I yeah, I don't know, but Simon is another
Yeah,
character that
all of
has
that
like
is
zero likability.
yeah, yuck, just all yuck.
Yeah, and I guess we're not supposed to like him, right?
Doesn't seem like it. And
Right.
where was Brooklyn? Why wasn't Brooklyn in on this meeting?
Yeah, that's a good question. And
Anyway, yeah, I don't
it
like any of
doesn't
it.
no. Do you I don't think they're going to stand their ground, do you, and not
No, I
like
think Emma's gonna convince him
right.
that Gio,
Yeah.
that he needs to go along with this for the sake of their careers, and then
I don't like
we'll
that
get in
either.
dangerous territory, of course.
Of
And
course, yeah. I
yeah,
wanted this to be an instance where we really saw just sort of how impeccable Gio's character was,
yeah, yeah.
where he
Um,
really took a stand and.
Yeah, or else it'll just be like a closeness happens and it'll be misunderstood or
Yeah.
misinterpreted or so, the
Eh,
usual. But
yeah, and if Emma doesn't really have any time with him, it's just going to make her miserable,
right, right.
regardless of whether there's
And
anything
will we
going
do the
on.
like switchy thing where she'll turn to Kai and
Yeah,
then Kai comes into
mm,
that scene fresh off of,
mhm,
you know,
mhm,
angering
mhm.
his potential murderer. So
No,
stupid, like
I know, I
what a
know.
dumb boy.
He's a dumb boy. I was glad he didn't like cower, but yeah, I don't know how I expected a scene like that to play out. I thought, well, I don't know what I thought. What did you think?
Well, I just thought how stupid and she said the line we keep saying that, this could have been an email, and that would have been much smarter. Like, why go rub her face in things and
Yeah,
put yourself
yeah.
on her radar even more than you probably already are when you
Right,
know what
right.
she's capable of?
I think maybe that's the thing. When you're sort of a decent person, it's hard to imagine the depths that people will sink to. And like when she starts like immediately sort of like acting like maybe he could be the one who looks guilty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that way. I would have just thought she'd be mad and feel like just threatened, that
Yeah,
now
but I
her.
just think it was just uber ultra stupid to make that a confrontation that he didn't need to
Yeah.
have in the first
Yeah.
place. Like, yeah, it shows integrity with that he finally told somebody what she did, but then he could have just disappeared without more
Yeah.
physical
Yeah.
contact, and that would have been a smart thing to do rather than go in and try to like sort of lord it over her and get her all stirred up. And he just like he knows, okay, she's without morals and ethics, so
Right. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
you're not going to gain anything by
no, you're gonna
talking to her.
put a target on your back.
Well, yeah, I figured he already had a target on his back.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a bigger target now. I don't know.
Yeah, but anyway, it just seemed like, oh, now
Mhm.
you've put you and Trina right in her sights, Like, if
Yeah.
she thinks he's gonna be agitating about this, then she'll be like, oh, this is a problem maybe I should take care of sooner rather than later.
Well, that's true, and she could sort of just stage something to make him look
Yeah,
like a,
yeah,
scumbag or something.
yeah,
Who knows?
yeah.
So
He's not
yeah,
above
yeah.
anything, really.
No, no. She and Drew really are sort of made for each other.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
said that last time, and it's
yeah.
more and more it feels kind of true. And I thought it was funny, like this is skipping around a little bit, but when Nina was talking to Jack, and I like that Jack is starting to get fed up.
Yeah,
every
with
time
her.
every time
Yeah,
he meets with her,
yeah.
she's
It was
got a
like,
new
I need you
request
to
for him
look
to
up. Yeah,
commit
yeah.
a crime,
Yeah.
you know.
And then the whole like concept of her trying to drown Drew, it's just like, oh, look at him, he's fine. That was
Yeah.
hysterical.
I
He's
know, what a
fine
sissy.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Just
mean,
being a
that may have
baby
helped
about it.
snap him
Yeah.
out of this little thing he was suffering from.
Yeah. But it's so funny that she's
But
just poo-pooing the idea that she did anything
yeah.
wrong, even.
Yeah, yeah. And she's talking about like, oh, poor Willow has to stay at the Quartermain
Yeah.
estate now. It's like, oh my God, you've got to help her.
Yeah,
You know,
they're bad news. The two, she and Willow together are like, whoa, baby.
yeah. I think he was right to try to persuade Nina to stop
Yeah,
indulging
yeah, cool it.
Willow and
Yeah,
responding to every little crisis.
but
Um,
she did not take any of that advice to heart because she rushed over there
she rushed over there
to
to hear.
reassure Willow some
Yeah,
more.
right, right. Although she's, like she gets a little impatient with Willow, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. If anybody's slightly more reasonable, it might be Nina, but it's a tough
Right.
contest between the two of them.
It is. I liked, I mean, not that this is gonna cause any sort of personal growth in Willow, but she did admit that she had screwed everything up
Yeah,
by,
yeah. By pushing Michael. Yeah,
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 so that was a little bit satisfying,
yeah.
but still, we know that she's sort of been backed into a corner now, so she's a little bit dangerous,
Yep.
I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we also had Lucas and Ava.
Oh yeah, and Ava's like suddenly, what is it? Just loneliness? She doesn't want him to move out, and he's moving into the apartment. Of
Right.
course, he doesn't know he's moving
Right.
in with Joe, but he will be.
Right. He will be.
But why
Yes.
did I didn't feel like we had any lead up to this whole.
No, we
I like
hadn't seen him back in her apartment at
no,
all.
and we hadn't seen Ava enjoying his company as much as she
Right.
apparently did. I wasn't even sure where he was, to be
Right.
honest.
We had talked about that and we didn't know.
Yeah. So I felt
Mhm.
like that was sort of a little bit out of the blue, but
Mhm. Yeah.
anyway, nice that she enjoys his company so much. But
Yep, yep. Still like their relationship, and I was starting to feel sad that they weren't going to have their nightly roundups. I thought
yeah,
that was,
yeah,
even though we didn't
yeah.
get to see any of them.
I wish we just could have gotten have a few. Just they don't have to
Yeah.
be big scenes, but just them hanging out and
Mhm.
watching
Mhm.
TV or having
And that
martinis or
would have,
whatever.
yeah, that would have helped sort of back up the whole idea that he's been grieving and she's been a good
Yeah,
support. We
yeah,
didn't see any of that, so missed opportunity
Missed
on this guy.
opportunities, writers.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
better.
yeah. Do better. We had meanwhile Lucy and Joe at the apartment. Which
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. It's not a pretty apartment. I don't think. I mean, it's big, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it
It's
looked
not
like part of
as.
the floor was coming up to me. I don't know if that was just my TV, but I was like, you didn't stick that down well enough. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, there's sets, of course, but
Yep.
yeah, it didn't look
Right.
terribly luxurious or anything.
No. Do you think there's gonna be a scene where like Lucas is in bed and then Joe sneaks in and climbs into bed with him, and that'll be their first time they realize they both have the same apartment?
Maybe. Well, I was confused, like, a later scene, I don't know if it's the same day, but, Joe, when Lucy left, Joe was gonna go do some measurements in the bedroom, and then I feel like right after, we had Ava, and it's like, so is he in the bedroom and he doesn't hear them? Is he there that whole time?
I know, the sequence made it seem like he would still be there, and I was waiting for that little surprise scene, but, sometimes they just screw up the timing or the
Maybe, but I
timeline,
like your idea
so,
better where
yeah.
one just comes and climbs into bed with the other.
That
But
would be very
you would think,
preposterous,
though, that
but
that wouldn't happen because all their furniture
Right.
would have to be there, and
Right. That would be
just somehow it
yeah.
wouldn't work out, but I like the idea,
Right.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're all still no, they're not all still there because Ava's already left there and everything. Because I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
well, maybe that scene's coming up when Joe,
Right,
like, suddenly,"
maybe,
but no, I
maybe.
guess not because Ava had already left there and is already, like, back at the pool or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Alright, she's meeting Drew, right? Is that where she
Yeah.
went afterwards? Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, there'll
Anyway.
be some hilarity, I'm sure.
Oh, there sure will. There sure
Yeah.
will. Gosh, it's gonna be a hoot. And Lucy had like some little glitch with her iPad in the contract or the lease or
Yeah,
whatever,
so
and that must be the
that's
setup for why
yeah,
this
for
is
her not realizing that somebody
yeah,
else already signed a
yeah.
lease, yeah.
So anyway, I mean, whatever, you know. Okay, then we had this was like there's too many of these scenes already, these Joss and Hudson scenes.
Yeah, and so Hudson, and that's where they're at the boathouse for
Yeah,
inexplicably.
yeah, right.
And the baby is introduced to Hudson, and
Yeah,
suddenly, yeah, the
yeah.
baby was just cute as the
Oh my
dickens
god,
with
she
that little
really
head
is.
tilt, and oh my god,
Yeah.
like,
She's
just
yeah,
hits it. She just hits her mark every time.
she really does. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, all that's creepy. Um, and would he be being creepy like that if he really thinks it's his own baby, or maybe it's not really his own baby, or so? I don't know what we're supposed to think there, but
Right. I think I think we're supposed to think it's his baby, but would he and I guess if he's really an evil bastard, he wouldn't care that the baby seems loved and cared for and is in a safe place, you know.
right, yeah,
He might just want her because
it's like
she's
a
his.
possession, yeah.
Right, right.
Um,
So I don't know how this is going to
I
play
also
out.
wondered, like, it feels like we're setting up for the romance between Joss and Creepy Hudson. And I thought, is
That's
this going to be
terrible.
what's going to soften Joss towards him? Is that, oh, his love of, babies will make
Oh
her see
yeah,
him in a
yeah.
different light? Whereas I would be
Right.
thinking it's creepy that this guy keeps bringing
Yeah.
up this other person's baby.
Mhm. You're right,
Very
right. Yeah.
creepy. So I didn't like
He's
any of that.
not smooth at all, really.
Uh,
Mm-mm. No. And meanwhile, isn't Jack supposed to be looking into all of this? Like this guy, this whole
is he? I don't remember. But
Jasper Jack's
yeah.
Enterprises, all this stuff, to make sure it's on the up and up. And Josh should be thinking that way too, I think.
Yeah, like just some random guy shows up and,
Yeah.
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 Not really vetting him at all to
Yeah.
see
I mean, she's
what
being
his
very strict with him and keeping good boundaries and everything, which is
mhm.
good. I like that. But yeah, how
Mhm.
do you trust that this is a real,
Yeah.
maybe they've got Jax, held hostage somewhere and they're
Right,
just,
right.
you have no idea.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah. And I mean, she's supposed to be like one of our best spies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we expect more from her. I think.
Anyway, but yeah, I
And
don't like him. Nobody likes him.
no, nope. Zero likability. Then we had Britt and Jason, and this is like more of this
It's just
softball
weird.
crap. I
Well,
just
yeah, the
yeah, and
softball
their
crap.
relationship is a little baffling,
It
isn't
was
it?
like, yeah, it was like they hadn't, like, I mean, weeks have gone by and it's like they haven't been
Right.
getting together. Like they're just filling each
Right.
other in on what's going on in their lives.
Yeah.
Like they're not
Yeah.
even
Uh-huh.
texting or anything. Like what? Why?
I know. I don't they could have done a much better job of like I mean there's no explanation for why
No.
that would have happened that way, you
Unless
know.
we're unless we're supposed to think that things are cooling off. But then in
Right.
subsequent scenes, it was like, oh no, where they're
Mhm.
both very committed to this, and
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
why weren't
Uh-huh.
they, they should be all lovey-dovey. And I get, okay, this actor is, saying that he's not
Mhm.
doing,
Right.
he's got some limitations on what he's going to do
Mhm.
physically in love scenes.
Mhm.
But there could have been all kinds of dialogue and implications that they'd been talking on the
Right.
phone
Right. Yeah,
or,
off
they,
camera stuff,
yeah,
that's fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
that they'd been,
Mhm.
connecting through texting or
Mhm.
that they met up for, you know,
Mhm.
what, like, oh, it was so great when we went to, but it was like they
Mhm.
just run into each other at this baseball thing and they didn't even know they were both going to be there and going to the
Yeah.
same, it's like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that,
Yeah.
that sort of sucked. I thought that scene.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, you don't really know what to make of this relationship
Yeah.
and when they do seem like they're very close and committed, you don't really understand why.
Yeah.
you know.
So it felt like a massive fumble of their
Yeah.
chemistry. Um,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. I know. For as much as we were looking forward to them getting
Yeah. To
back
their
together,
reunion. Yeah.
it's been
Yeah.
a nothing burger, I would say, to use your
Yeah.
expression,
It's
Jean.
fun to talk about
Yeah.
nothing burgers. Yeah. But it does make you hungry.
Yeah, yeah, I guess it does. I guess it could. Okay, then we talked a little bit about the whole like group, Brooklyn and Chase and Phoebe and Joss and Hudson, so we don't really need to go back to that. I think we can probably move on
All
to
right. All right.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Uh Okay, we had Donna and Sonny.
Oh,
Donna
and the
making all the invitation,
invitations,
yeah, and Justine,
the name, yeah, and that's
yeah,
such a soap thing, using the child to do the,
yeah,
the
yeah.
romance,
Mhm,
the like getting those
mhm.
two
Little
together, and
Cupid,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
like whatever. I mean, Donna was cute. She's grown quite a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, it's like
Yeah.
maybe we're just
Uh,
kind of negative Nellies today. We're kind of dissing everything, but
well, you're hungry and I'm tired.
I'm hangry. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We need a
yeah.
Snickers. Yeah.
Oh, that would be nice. Yeah. Um, then we had Dante and Elizabeth. They had quite a lot of scenes over
Yeah.
Wednesday and
Yeah,
today.
today, yeah.
And I sorry, did you want to
No, go
jump in
ahead, because
there?
I have a feeling we're gonna say the same thing.
Okay. I can't believe that Elizabeth doesn't isn't aware that there's something going on, at least with Dante, and potentially with herself.
Yes, same. I
Okay,
totally agree.
good.
Yeah, I was like, you wouldn't be being this sort of chatty, flirtatious,
Mhm.
um, without realizing it, you know?
Yeah, she's not naive. She's been
She's
around
been
the
around the
block.
block. She's been around a lot of
Yeah,
blocks.
a lot of blocks. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially like the way Sonny put it.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Just
she was like
been with
a
a lot of
whore.
men. Yeah.
Like, whoa, Sonny, talk about
A little bit
sluts,
judgy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
but yeah, I mean, of course she's a lovely, friendly woman, but I mean,
mhm.
it felt very flirty on
It
both their
did.
parts. Very flirty.
Very, yeah, like, I don't know it. I even if Rick is sort of possessive and everything, it would take a real strong, confident person not to feel threatened by that sort of scene, you
Yeah,
know?
even I mean, explaining away the pants being off and everything, but just the fact that he's observed them being flirtatious with each other, it's like,
Right, right.
he's not wrong. And
No.
I was hoping that today's scene could have ended with Elizabeth like evaluating her own feelings a little bit. You know, like the scene with Rick coming in would have made a great opening for her to like do a little reflection, a little self-reflection, and go, you know what? It feels really easy being with you, and it's never easy being with Rick. You know, or something like that, where she just like maybe would hit her like a bolt, like, oh, you know what? Something's going on here. I mean, or even if she just admitted that to herself later or something.
Yeah, and I just still feel like it wouldn't. I don't know. Would it sneak up on her, or
yeah, maybe it could have just snuck up on her, and she thought she was just being friendly and, you know, giving a person, just somebody, a chance to talk that was having trouble. That kind of that's how it started. But then to realize like how much easier it is. Yeah. And Rick is laborious no matter how you like.
He is.
You know,
he's
a
high
lot.
maintenance.
He's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Dante is just like a nice low key guy.
Yeah.
Obviously he appreciates her, and I mean, maybe he puts her up on a bit of a pedestal too, but it seems like it's sort of grounded more in just sort of reality.
Yeah,
And
there's a
how
little
they treat
realism
each
there.
other,
Yeah.
you know.
But that being said, I'm starting to like Rick. Like, I liked Rick when Rick came in to talk to Sonny, when he and Donna, you know, when they park Donna outside and they start. I like his vulnerability and his honesty was really kind of charming, I thought.
You kind of feel like, this is a real situation for him. It's not a joke, you know.
Yeah,
Even though it was funny, I thought when he came upon the house and saw her like with her hands on Dante's leg, you know, it's like, oh my God, how could you not freak out?
But I mean, I can totally relate to his neurotic side, you know. But it's like, it's how he shoots himself in the foot, you know. He's overthinking and he's just and but it's very appealing how open he's being about it with Sonny and himself, and so I feel bad for him, but
I do too. Yeah, and the feeling that this is going to be this exciting special night, and then it just gets completely shot down, you know, by
And did
Sonny.
you
You
know
know,
those are
Sonny's sort of
called
prepared.
compression shorts?
I don't. I guess I
Just
didn't.
underwear.
They could be. Maybe they're special underwear.
Like, you can buy either the longer leg or the shorter leg. You know, they can be a little more. But is there actual compression happening? Maybe those were sports.
They could be.
Ones,
Yeah,
like
that's what
Under
I'm
Armour or
thinking. Maybe
something, more
maybe
so
like
than
to help
underwear.
like prevent like a groin pull or something. I don't know.
Or just mismanagement of the package or something while you're playing sports.
That could be a good porn title: mismanagement of the package. I don't like all those pun titles. I like something that's just
anyway, okay, so we sort of bled into today's episode, but it was all part of the same thread. So
yeah, you know, and I also like it, just like you were hoping that maybe Elizabeth would reflect and sort of have maybe a little bit of an epiphany about her feelings. I also was wondering, like, I thought, what would happen if Dante sort of confessed his feelings, you know? Would that be inappropriate, or would it be okay to do that? Because he was trying to sort of be like the decent guy.
I don't know. I mean, maybe that would just make her feel pressured all around if it was suddenly.
Yeah.
You know, she might feel cornered by these men all coming after her. I don't know.
And
I don't know.
You
have
to
like
decide your feelings on their timeline.
I mean, I guess you'd say he was being decent by, like, you know, she declared that she was with Rick, and that's what when she didn't want to end things, and, you know, so I guess Dante's being decent by not.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
he sort of,
I mean, she's the one that's like, let's pour more wine and keep talking. And,
I know,
you know,
they
like,
killed a bottle of wine. And and she insisted on, you know, feeling his leg.
Yeah.
Do you think he had a boner?
It's probably compressed. So
That's why you have the compression.
How would you know? I don't know.
Shorts, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they tame the boner.
Maybe that's, I mean, softball gets so sexy, you gotta.
Yeah, that's what people know it for, sexiness.
I don't even understand. Like, are there like a lot of games going on all at once? It's like, did you win your get like? It's not just one game being played. It's like a bunch of games.
Yes, yeah, there could be a couple of games.
Are they matches? Are they games? Rounds?
They probably each team would play all the other teams in the league. At least probably once or twice. I don't know. And then they, whoever wins the most goes
that
into
sounds
the
very
finals.
tiresome, doesn't it?
It's already tiresome. All the softball talk. It's like, do we have to have this device for people to?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people, not you or I, but take comfort in the sort of sameness and routine. So we know the pool is coming. We know the softball's coming. Like, it's like the nurse's ball. Like, like just sort of the traditions of this cyclical nature of it.
I guess so. Yeah. I don't know when the softball became like sort of part of their annual schedule.
I don't know. It's been a couple of years now, though. For sure.
Yeah, it has. It has, and I enjoy it less and less. I think.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean, it's fine. It's not a big deal or anything. It's just it just seems weird. Like when we were talking about Britt and Jason, how all the things they haven't talked about, but they had at least a few discussions about softball.
Yeah.
So that seems a little strange. Okay, let's see. We had some Curtis and Des and Jordan stuff.
So the baby's with him because he's preparing to head off to the Who's Cow.
Yeah.
Jordan looks stunning in that dress.
I know.
Sort of
I thought that
print.
was a good dress for her. Yeah.
Wow, that was beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought so too. Yeah.
And Curtis's sweater had the same textures and colors as his beard. I don't know if they planned that, but it had that like salt and pepper thing going.
Yeah. It was like a knit shirt, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't know what to make of that. Yeah.
It was texturally pleasing. He can pull it off.
Okay. Yeah, sure. And he was, he was okay, I guess,
Yeah, he wasn't quite as relentlessly idiotic as he has been.
Right. And then Michael came over and they sort of talked about the future of Aurora.
And Jordan's going to step in as our CEO. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really. It's business.
It's business, and it's all very abstract, so we don't even know what that means, what that looks like, But I'm starting to feel sort of this the dread that Curtis must feel, knowing he's going away
time, right?
For an indefinite amount of time, and being in jail, not just being someplace else, So that's kind of sad.
I would like to have him. I feel like we're still getting a lot of like, this isn't fair. And the only thing he's taking responsibility for is not taking the plea deal. Like he's like kind of saying that was my own fault. But what he's not taking responsibility for is the violence that he chose to commit himself in the first place.
Right. Yeah.
Whether or not it's fair that the sentencing seems a little out of proportion to me. But I'd prefer to have him kind of like reaching the realization that he brought this on himself.
Yeah.
But we may never see that.
We haven't had that. Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then we had later on, and I guess this was today, Isaiah talking about dropping the civil suit against Curtis.
Yeah, which seems terribly decent. And I guess that's why we had the whole concept of his hand not being as damaged as they had thought, was to allow him to get there.
Yeah. I mean, that does seem like a lovely gesture. I'm just wondering, is that going to backfire somehow?
I don't know. I feel like how can how can he and Portia go on with this mess of
Yeah.
a family
Yeah.
situation? You know, it's like,
Right. Mm-hmm.
um,
Right. So yeah, because I just don't want that to create like even more problems
right.
somehow,
I don't know.
you
Yeah, but
know.
it probably will.
It probably will because it's Port Charles and
Yeah.
that's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, we've covered a lot of stuff, but we had Ava and Drew putting their heads together again.
Yeah. And the whole, like, everybody's after Sidwell's assets, and
Yeah,
I don't
everybody
know. I
is.
mean, I do not like this pairing of Ava and Drew.
No, I don't either. And you'd think that she would, out of loyalty to Nina, at least
Yeah.
they'd be having some conversations about this. We haven't
Yeah,
had
well,
one yet,
Nina
have
did
we?
declare that she will be having a conversation,
Yeah,
but
right, right. And Jack sort of threw
yeah.
a
Yeah.
little advice Ava's way, but
Yeah. But I think they, they want to bring out like Ava's scheming side and everything, but it's like suddenly she's after Sonny again. It didn't, just because Sonny called her and made her go over to his place, like
right,
an order, and that
right.
was enough for her to suddenly throw in
Mm-hmm.
with Drew and try to bring around his downfall. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It just seems like plot that they're throwing in there for the hell of it.
Right. Right. And then also it's weird that even like though I mean Jason's news that he's no longer working for Sonny is sort of trickling out. It
Yeah.
doesn't seem like Sonny's is quite as much, and maybe that's sort of by design, but you'd think Ava like would that change her opinion of
Right.
him?
Yeah. I don't know. Right. Yeah. And who has he told? He
Maybe
told Rick, right?
told Rick.
Has he?
I don't even. It didn't. It seemed like he decided on his own after Jason left. So
Right. Yeah. Do we
Jason
even know that?
theoretically would
Yeah.
know, right? But
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
yeah. Hmm. For people who seem to talk a lot about some things, they don't communicate very well on other things.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. The Drew Ava thing. It's not boring. It's just I don't know. It doesn't bode well for
No.
anybody.
No, and I don't want Ava to be forced into this one-dimensional character like Drew is right now,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
She's got way more like a lot of facets to her
Yeah.
personality, you know.
And this is like the least kind of
Yeah.
interesting part.
Right, right. Yeah, I'd much rather see her hanging out with Lucas, you know.
With Lucas or the Trina
Or
relationship or
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
or hanging out with
Yeah.
Nina, you know, helping
Yeah.
Nina figure out what the hell to do with Willow, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Jeez.
Um, she could have plenty of things that would be more fun, I think, for us to watch than
Right.
her
That's what it's all about.
hanging. Yeah, we want to enjoy ourselves.
It is like
So
when you said that, I suddenly thought, well, I guess she's going to have to do what she wants to do. It's not just to entertain us, but it's like, oh, wait a minute. It is just to entertain us. They're not really real people living their lives.
right, their
Yeah.
job is to
But it feels
keep
like
us
they are, doesn't
entertained.
it? Doesn't it feel like they're in
Hmm.
this little alternate universe?
It does. Yes, it does. Where they have big glasses of iced tea.
Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. What else you
Yeah.
got? What was next?
Well, I think we've covered a lot of Wednesday
Okay.
too. Yeah. So then today we had some new sort of dynamics. We
We did?
had
What do we have?
a little bit, yeah. Well, we started off with Rick confronting Elizabeth and Dante, so
Oh
that we
yeah,
sort
yeah.
of covered a
We
little
kind of
bit.
covered that. Yeah, a little bit
Yeah.
funny. I kind of liked Elizabeth's outfit too. If we're going to talk a little fashion, the
And
long
again, I
skirt.
thought, yeah, but I thought, is that something you would wear knowing like Dante's coming over to put together a bookcase?
Why? Because it was too sexy or
It
not
was a
sexy
little, I
enough?
thought it was a little sexy.
Because it covered pretty much every inch of her body, or
But you could throw it over her head, you know? I mean, it's easy
oh,
access.
just easy access.
Yeah,
Is that
well, and
what you're?
yeah, just yeah, it's like not sweats, you know, or not something that
Oh,
you might
okay.
wear at the end of the day when you're winding
Mm.
down, you know.
Maybe that is what Elizabeth wears to wind down in.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. It seemed a little fancy to me, but
Too fancy. All right.
my everything is fancy if it doesn't have a hammer loop.
That's that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a
Okay.
fleece with dog hair and
Right.
yeah.
Yep. Okay, so we talked about Isaiah and Portia. They were back at their little getaway. I I thought it was, I mean, I understand why she's letting Curtis have all this alone time with Debs, but I thought about like the nursing and everything and how
Yeah,
hard that
tricky
would
that
be
would
to be
be. Yeah.
separated from him so
A brand
soon.
new baby. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess that's okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I would think any new mother would, but yeah, that's kind of, maybe that's making it even more of a sacrifice just to allow Curtis to totally be alone with Des and with
Yeah,
Jordan.
and right, and there could be some sort of like tension between them, because she would be a reminder of like why he's going
Yeah.
to jail.
Yeah.
So best
Well,
to just
no, the
avoid all
reason he's
that.
going to jail, he just needs to
It's
look in the
because he's a
mirror. Look
monster.
in the
Yeah.
mirror for that.
Right.
But no, I know what you're
Yeah.
saying. But
Thank you.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just thought I needed to correct you a little bit.
Okay.
Just for fun.
I appreciate that. For fun. Yeah, that was fun. Thanks. I hope I can have some fun too.
Oh, go ahead. I think, didn't you bazinga me pretty good on something last time? I can't remember what.
I think we both there's a lot of give and take here.
Yeah. I
think we're pretty evenly matched.
But I think I was just gonna say that I feel like Portia's relationship, like that young man, how can he stick this out? I mean, I know he does seem to love Portia, but
it's I
it's
know. There's a lot to navigate here, and it's not going to go away. It's only going to get
it's
harder.
A whole lifetime because of the baby,
Yeah, until the baby can sort of decide for himself who he likes best.
Yeah. Like Charlotte did.
Yeah. But yeah, that seems like a rough. That's a sentence,
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it's the whole family, like the Marshall Stella component
all
of
it. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Portia is doing her very best to be super thankful with him and everything, but like, is that enough? I mean, anyway.
Yeah, I would think, he could look at some other woman who doesn't have any of this and
any
think
of that
about
baggage.
how much more like relaxing that would be.
Yeah, kind of like we were saying about Elizabeth and Dante and how like this relationship could be easy and this one is fraught from the get-go.
Right.
So much.
Yeah. So I agree. That's a tough road for Isaiah to navigate. Okay, we had Carly and Valentin
having another gourmet meal of some weird kind of loaf or something. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, a lot going on in that kitchen.
Yeah,
Valentin. Yeah. And then Lulu stormed in with a lot of opinions.
Did you enjoy that? I feel like that was like Lulu at her best there, like her most enjoyable self.
Well, I liked it when they threw the pickleball line at her.
That was hysterical.
Yeah, because I thought, there's something insufferable about her most of the time,
Why did they make her that way? Like, even just the barging in. I mean, she knocked, but then she just opens the door, like.
As soon as those two start making out, somebody's going to come into that kitchen,
Lock the door.
And they should know that too by now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And I just like the whole like this act that she's just so she's so protective and like this equals love. I don't know. I just just feels like she's sort of a one-note character too right now. And has been for a while. And maybe like they said, maybe it's because she needs to get a life.
She needs to get a life. Yeah, I mean they really hit the nail on the head there. And maybe her life. I feel like in a later scene when Rick summoned her, Like, is
Yeah.
her life, are we going to revive this idea that she's, still in love with Dante? Because I thought, are these two going to be like teaming up to,
I didn't
because Rick
want
was like the
that.
love of your life and blah, blah. It's like, I think she got over that. Like, didn't think she's
Yeah. Yeah,
attached
I
to Dante
know.
that way anymore.
I didn't think so either. I don't want that to be what they do with these four people.
No, I don't
That
either.
seems like just a retread. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd rather see Rick and Lulu get together because they both seem a little bit high strung.
That might be interesting. Maybe that's where they're headed with this, because like I don't think like we've ever seen them thrown together like that.
No, I wondered like, does the age? I mean, it does still seem like Rick is older.
Yeah, I don't know how old he's
Uh,
supposed to be and how it's very hard to determine where
mm-hmm.
everybody's supposed to be age wise.
Yeah,
Mm.
but I can't see anybody wanting to take on like that household either with Rocco and Charlotte and
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
That
jeez, yeah.
seems a lot of emotional baggage there.
Not. I wasn't sure where I stood on the whole. Like, is it okay for Charlotte and Danny to be
Danny.
on a boat alone? Because I just watched Jaws 2, and a lot of Jaws 2 centers around the teenagers being off on like
Uh-huh.
a flotilla of boat. Have you seen it?
No, no.
So they're all off sailing together, and the shark is really, really angry at these people, like really targeting them
Uh-huh.
specifically.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So what starts out as a fun, like just teenagers on the Cape Cod
Mm-hmm.
coast, and
Mm-hmm.
they end up, some of them are eaten, and they're tying these boats all together, and they're just
Uh-huh.
in this sort of flotilla trying to
Yeah.
trying to survive, and some of them are
Uh-huh.
in shock and just screaming, and
That
um
that does sound good.
yeah, anyway, so I kind of had that in the back of my head, like should teenagers be allowed out on boats alone? I'm not sure. And at night?
Well, I probably not at night. Not these two teenagers anyway. I don't think sharks are going to be an issue for them,
No,
but
probably
they
not, but yeah.
maybe
But
a
they're
sturgeon.
but they're headed to this island alone at night, like I don't know.
And Danny had messed up like the quarter
Yeah, he'd messed up the
boat,
boat already.
right?
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
now he's
he
got
he
his
doesn't he doesn't know what he's doing.
It's not going to make
So
Jason like look any better in Drew's
no.
eyes if he hears like, oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right. So
So I
yeah,
don't know.
I don't know. I'd like to see Danny sort of like wise up a little bit, but maybe that's asking too much of a kid his age. I don't know.
I don't think my parents would have allowed me alone with a boy
Mhm.
at night on a
Yeah.
boat somewhere.
Yeah.
Like there might
Mhm.
have been a group outing that might have been approved, or I might have done something like that without their knowledge, but I don't think it would have been.
That sounds more likely.
Yeah, but
Probably. Not just
this,
for you, but like for any
yeah.
kid that age, I think.
So I don't know. So I kind of like I kind of was like not siding with Lulu, but a little bit of
Uh-huh.
like it's like
Uh-huh.
yeah, she's kind of got a point here a little bit.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
guess
know.
I wish you could just sort of like, I don't know,
Be more
branch out,
likable.
be more likable, sort of branch out in the way, like in what she's actually feeling or something, instead of
Yeah,
just this sort of like, hammering home this, like, it's dangerous, like
like
everything's
this. Yeah,
dangerous.
it's like
Um,
angry and panicked, all
yeah.
at the
She's
same
just like,
time. Yeah,
right. Like, why would anybody want to talk to her?
yeah.
you
Whether
know?
she's right or not. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. She's just sort of too, yeah. I don't know. She's no fun. No fun at all, really.
I know, fun.
Um, yeah. Then we had, well, we talked about Britt and Jason a bit, but there was that scene where Joss
Oh yeah,
came
Joss came
upon them.
barging in sort of a Lulu like manner. Like that was
Yeah.
weird. That was weird
Yeah.
too. I was like, why is she
Hmm.
suddenly like I like why was she suddenly barging in there? Why was she there?
Right. Hmm. I don't know. But I thought she was mean, and maybe justifiably so. I don't know, but I don't know. It kind of feels like water under the bridge, you know.
At this point,
Whatever,
yeah.
And
But it
I guess, did Joss never really appreciate that Britt was that Cassius was trying to protect Britt? Did she never get that piece of it?
maybe not. I mean, and Britt, like once again, we were always saying like Britt was doing all these things, thinking that
Mhm.
she was dying and that she needed this
Right.
medication, and
Right,
But yeah,
right.
I
Yeah.
felt like it was
And
all introduced just so that Britt and Jason could have some conversation about honesty and put that old soap trope into
yeah.
action again. Like
Yeah. Mhm.
honesty is the
Right,
most
right.
important thing, and once again,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to hold you to this
Right.
standard, and you're gonna mess up, and then we're gonna break up.
I had a feeling that, yeah, I didn't like that either, but I had a feeling that that sort of brought back all these other
Did you think that
scenarios.
would be triggering for me?
I thought it would be triggering for you, Gia.
It
Yes, I
was.
did. It
It
was.
was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I understand. And yeah, I thought that was the shame that that's what everything was reduced to after,
Yeah,
you
and it's
know.
like, that's not really what Jason's been about. That's a Curtis
No.
move, but that's not how
That's
Jason's been,
right, right.
you
Yeah, with
know?
Carly, it's always
No.
been,
It's always acceptance and,
yeah, she might go off the rails. She
yeah,
tells him what
she's
she
gonna be
did,
who
and
she
he's
is.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. And Britt had, I think, like plenty of sort of good reasons. Like I don't know, like why it was up to her whether she told Jason who
Yeah.
Cassius was, you
Yeah,
know.
so I didn't like that. That felt like a standard old soapy thing to
Yeah,
that
yeah,
didn't really
yeah.
fit Jason's character to have him say that.
No, he's kind of starting to seem a little bit like a sissy.
Yeah, and wearing stuff with collars and like when he was in that red jersey,
That
I
looked
was like, that
weird,
was
like with the
shocking,
open
wasn't
sort
it?
of neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted him to swap the jersey style with Brit's. Hers was darker and it was like buttoned up
Well,
sort of
and
higher.
wouldn't you wear a t-shirt, like an actual
Yeah,
like undershirt, just a white undershirt under that, something
yeah.
like
It
that?
looked a
Wouldn't
little
most guys
weird.
wear a
Yeah.
shirt under that?
I know. I did feel like something was missing there.
Yeah, and it's just sort
Hmm.
of shocking to see him like that.
Yeah. Did you feel uncomfortable?
Not down there, but it's just trying to get adjusted to this new dude,
Yeah.
like,
Right. Right. Yeah.
it's like he's been declawed or something.
That's a very, very good way to put it. Yeah. Yeah. And you kind of feel like, okay, so you're not working with Sonny anymore, but wouldn't you still like sort of hang out with him or have conversation? Is it just too tricky to like,
Maybe to be near him and not get sucked in or something, but
or
uh,
like maybe to people like in other like mob,
would assume that he was still, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I
Maybe it's
don't
not
know. Like, I don't
safe.
know.
Yeah,
Who knows, but it just, yeah, it's strange that he's just sort of
yeah,
off like on his own, like
yeah.
it's,
I hope they're not gonna like turn
softball
him into
thing.
a weenie.
I know. That maybe that would be funny, I guess.
Guess
You
so. Yeah,
became like a little pussy.
that's
um
just crying all the time.
he's gonna get sucked into his stories and just be like sitting on the couch all day,
Let
you
it be
know.
like us.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly, exactly, snacking.
uh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd
Speaking
be
of snacking,
funny.
uh,
You're hungry. Yeah.
I'm pretty
You're
hungry. Have we talked
yeah.
about everything? I've got some crackers.
Let's see. We've talked about a lot. Oh well, we had that scene with Anna and Tristan, and then Joss
Oh
came
yeah, that was
along.
super random.
Yeah. I don't know what we're supposed to make of that, but he's another guy where it's like,
Yeah,
what's the
and I
deal
had to
with
like
this guy?
place him in my head when he like sent the
Yeah.
drink over. It's like, oh wait,
Yeah.
which young weenie
Right.
is this? I couldn't remember.
Right.
We've got all these
Right.
guys kind of that seem about the
Yeah.
same age, like new
Mhm.
guys just sort of thrown in there.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then I remembered who I was, and I was like, why is he like sending a drink to Anna? What's going on? And
That seemed
yeah,
very sort of like creepy
it's a
too,
little
didn't it?
creepy. Yeah, the sending of the drink thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought like in her current state, maybe it would have been
Yeah.
wise to just say, "I don't accept drinks from strangers." Period.
Right. Because, well, if I look at you long enough, you're gonna turn into Cesar Faison or something. And, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, all that was strange, and that didn't seem like that was in keeping with the character of that guy that we've seen so far.
No,
Really,
I feel like we're getting just lots and lots of WSB right now. Lots of it.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody was demanding that, were they?
I didn't hear him. I didn't hear that anywhere.
I don't. Neither of us have ever, on this
Yeah, I wish there were
podcast or
more
outside
WSB
of it.
crap going
Yeah,
on.
we've
Yeah.
never said anything like that. I don't
No,
think.
or like,
Mm-mm.
which would you want more of, WSB crap or
Or
softball?
pikemen. Oh, softball.
Or
Yeah.
that's a tough one,
Yeah,
huh?
that's a tough one. It is. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting a lot of stuff now, like all the business stuff.
Yep.
A lot of this just
Yeah.
isn't my cup of tea, to be honest.
What do you want more of? Let's end with
I like
that. What would you like to have more of?
Okay, I think I would like more of like, let's say, a scene with like Ava and Lucas hanging out, chatting. Maybe Joe comes in, and they all sort of laugh at what's happening
Okay.
with the apartment.
All right.
Uh
Just people chilling.
lighter stuff. Yeah, people, I'd like it to turn into Friends, basically.
Ah, I see. Okay. All right. So you're
Less
not like, oh, I need more guys with their shirts off, or
No,
not
I don't
necessarily.
not no, I don't require
All right.
that. No. But yeah, I don't need all this sort of manufactured kind of intrigue or whatever,
Yeah. Okay.
and the whole business world stuff, that doesn't interest me at all.
I would
Corporate
somehow like
climbing.
to work horses in, like, so if somehow we could.
How did I not see that coming?
Yeah, like so
Yeah.
somehow if like Nina and Ava, like took a dude
Yeah.
ranch vacation or something, and
Oh, uh-huh.
or
Yeah. Well, also, like, if Valentin gets Windermere back and Charlotte's
we
horses
could
are
have
there.
a stables there. Like,
Yeah,
I
all
mean, we've already
kinds
got
of
Cody with
stables.
horses, but we haven't seen them in a
Yeah.
while. Now we lost
No.
James, so
Right. Yeah.
something. I mean, maybe we could work with Cody and Tracy and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
something
Yeah.
along those lines. Would
Yeah,
but
that would be an interesting motif, like if that
yeah,
was a
yeah.
recurring thing,
Or
I would sort of.
another idea.
Mm, go
Oh, I
ahead.
was just thinking another idea, like we're all kind of sick of Lulu lately, and like maybe she
Mm-hmm.
would actually go get a job at a health food store, and we'd like
That would
follow
be
her
great. I would love that. Yeah.
through, through trying to
Yeah.
learn the ropes of that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. And
she could
yeah,
open like one of those like natural food co-ops, That would be
right. And
awesome.
she could like learn what all the different crystals do, and like
Yeah, and
like yeah.
what sort of like bags should we let people like pour their quinoa into and shit
Oh,
like
right.
that,
Yeah, yeah. Like we could see her
Yeah.
like stressing out over people, not bringing the bags in, and
I can't tell you how much I would love that.
yeah. People
Yeah.
don't know this about you, but I helped you clean your car out when I was there 2
Oh
summers ago.
yeah,
And
you did.
you
You wouldn't
have,
like to see it now.
oh, really? You
Yeah.
have more of those canvas bags than anybody I've ever met.
Well,
And
they're
I mean,
like the grocery store. They're sort of like
yeah,
they're reusable, but they're not
right,
like a
right.
nice canvas
But
bag.
she
Yeah.
buys the bags, yeah,
Mhm.
but she
Mhm.
doesn't take them in. So every single grocery trip, apparently, she buys new ones, and they're all in her Honda, all of them. Never seen
That's
so
true.
many.
That's true.
And
I
there's
probably
some
have
pretty
at
cool
least
ones.
30.
Oh, at least, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
That's funny.
problem, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but you're set, if you need to carry
I
stuff,
am
yeah.
set. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Yeah.
Anywho, I used mine so successfully. I have 3, and I've been
Ooh,
using them
that's
so
impressive.
successfully that I had to actually get some. Like, I needed some plastic bags for like kitty litter and that. I was like, I'm gonna have to not bring my bags in and get some. Because I needed some for recycling and that kind of stuff. So it was weird.
Yeah, I
But
see.
anyway, I think we covered a lot of ground here, and
I think we covered the highlights,
okay, and a few lowlights.
a few lowlights, yeah. Some sad, weak
All right.
moments.
And I think we both are a little out of sorts, and so maybe next few days we'll be in sorts and we'll have better reactions to everything.
I hope so, but I'm not going to promise anything.
Yeah, I mean, everybody needs a snack right now, is all it is.
Yeah, we need a snack, and I might need to start like having some sort of a supplement. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe just start sipping Gatorade throughout your day or something.
I guess I could do something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Sure.
Okay. All right. Well, we thank everybody for listening, and we'll do this again in a few days.
Do. Yeah. Yeah. You have a good night, Gia. Go get
All right, you
yourself
too.
something to eat.
A
Okay.
snack. Okay. See ya.
Okay. Bye.